to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who does not really know themselves or works long hours trying to make sure that people don't realize who they are. I find it interesting because both of these cards that I pulled from the Path of Shadows have a reference to a mirror. Deep, dark waters, your reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. So that indicates avoidance of emotions and not really being honest with, what you want, who you are, all of that. And in the Mirror Labyrinth card, it says, illusions and reflections, who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. So we have this person who feels like they are able to create illusions or wear masks. A little bit of the, what was that movie with Matt Damon? I think he was Tom Ripley. Was that right? This is someone who feels like they're a bit of a chameleon. And they're a chameleon in part because it helps them to avoid realizing who they are, actually. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Hello, Minnesota Picker. Hello, Mira. Hello, Rachel. How was your birthday? Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Grindhard. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope things are getting better today for you. Hello, Antonio. Thank you for asking. So I just had some more materials show up. I've got lavender candles made and I've got coffee candles made, which maybe sounds a little bit boring. There's a little bit of maple butterscotch cream essential oil in that as well. Yeah, it's been fun. Hello, Kumar. Hello, Jordan. How we doing today? I do. Is it Juan? ¿Cómo está? In fact, exactly the way that you just did it. However, I do the general reading first. So I'll take names and write down the list of questions and start answering the questions at around 30 or 35 minutes or after that general reading. So, yeah. I also do long form readings, which is a good segue into the intro part that I didn't really do. If you're interested in a longer form reading that's private and not on live stream, doesn't have ads, then you can email me, wickedwandstarot@gmail.com, and I record that for you. You don't have to worry about how our schedules align, and I let you know how long you have to wait. Also, you can find that email address in the description box along with information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. So I've written down your name, Juan, and if you toss a question into the live chat, I will write it down and you would be the first one that I answer. Hello, Spirit Walker. How we doing? Hello, Pop. Is it as cold for all of you as it is for me? Probably not the folks in Australia, granted. It is cold here. Hello, dog. How are you doing? I didn't hear anything. Can't be too important. Hello, Tom. Hello, Albert. What's going on? Oh, was there another argument? I'm sorry to hear that, Grindhard. Oh, I'm sorry, hun. I'll pull some energy on her. All right, let's dive in. This is the Pulp Tarot. Hello, Doc. That's so sweet. Thank you, Wild Portal. Hello, Anatosh. I'm removing that because I don't know what it says, and it's hard to moderate if it's not in English. But if you're able to translate into English, then perhaps we can address what you said. Hello, how's it going, Rampress? Did I say it right? Rampressa? Is that it? Hello, Mira. Or did I already say hello? Hello, Wesley. Hello, Prakash. Hello, PYC. I feel like that's a whole name and I'm not giving it justice, and I apologize if that's true. So we have the Sun and the Six of Cups. This is someone who puts on a happy face every day. What I'm seeing in my mind is that Annette Bening character from American Beauty. If you haven't seen that movie, she is an unhappy real estate agent. But in order to be successful in sales, you can't be like, you know, here's the dang house, you gonna buy it or not? It's probably not gonna work. So as she like makes the house look a little bit better and makes sure the pool looks like a lagoon, she's like working on her happy face. This is somebody who feels like, you know, minutes before people enter the room, while they're there by themselves, they can be like, but when others walk in, they have to be like, oh, hello, how's it going, right? Oh, I'm sending you a hug. I'm sorry you're going through that. Hello, Mavis. How are you today? It's true. Hey, Kevin, it sounds like maybe there is a better place for your conversation than this live chat. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Ella Danima. I hope I said that right. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good weekend. Did I say hello to the other Jordan? Hello. So we have the Moon and the Five of Swords in the reverse. Look, if you don't know who you are, no one else is going to know who you are, right? I mean, there are people who can see through, right? But we've got somebody who is hiding some anxiety or stress, unhappiness, frustration. Perhaps they've been a bit too much of a people pleaser or living the life that everyone expected of them instead of what, you know, makes them happy. But we have someone who's just kind of like not willing to accept or realize that they have been an obstacle to their own happiness because they don't look within. They're so focused on making sure everyone approves or that no one knows what they're upset about, that they have no energy left to actually pursue the things that they want. So the Moon is this mirror person, the person who doesn't know themselves. So we have the Fool in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse, Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. They don't deal with the problems or the frustrations that they have. They might walk away from them. They might just kind of like, it's fine, no big deal. But we also have a loss that is going to happen for this person because they refuse to be themselves or authentic. Oh, that's so sweet. I got him written down. Oh, very kind of you. I will also pull some cards for you. So I've got Juan, Grindhard, and Jordan for the list so far. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Hello. Is it Hulanum? I don't know where to stop the name. But I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing? Did I miss Minnesota Picker tipping? I'm sorry. I should have said thank you. Thank you, Minnesota Picker. Now I feel like I gotta check. You didn't have anything with it, right? Yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's been real cold today. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Hello, Jesus. How are you doing? What else? We have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So there's an offer that's denied or declined or rejected. We could be looking at this story similar to the one in the Notebook where, you know, you had 2 generations of a family where you're told to marry a certain type of person. You can't marry the person that you actually love. Walking away from the person that they wanted to spend their life with ended up having difficult consequences, right? This is potentially also someone who walks away from the kind of career they want to have, where they want to live, all because they have somebody here who's like judging them and saying, this is what it needs to be. You can't live life the way that you thought you needed to. Yes, thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I appreciate it. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Sarah Ann. How are we doing today? Hello, Santiago. How are you doing? So, 5 of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and the 7 of Cups is kind of some fiery energy here. I think this is because someone has realized that there was an illusion. You remember in the Notebook how there was kind of almost like a vilifying the mom, right? Like, how could you be so heartless? And then she reveals her own situation, and it makes it a little bit more understandable why she was, you know, a little bit villainous with her daughter's romance. There's something here where it's like, okay, so I see now what was really going on. I see the wizard behind the curtain, you know, like, or the man behind the curtain. There's something here that was false, and now they see that they've kind of fallen for it. Maybe they felt like they would be happy if they did A, B, C, and then they do, you know, exactly what they're supposed to, and they're not happy, and they're like, what? But I thought this would be, like, what I was supposed to do. Why do I just want to like kick and scream and be mad at people? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. What I thought was going to happen didn't work out. What I thought everyone wanted from me turns out that's not enough. So now they have to make a choice. This person has done what everything or what everyone around them expected them to do. School, work, family, marriage, whatever it might be. And now they're thinking to themselves, what if I just did what I want to do? This didn't make me happy. I don't like this. Hello, Neha. How are you doing? Hello, John. Thank you for the subscribe and like. Just so you know, this is one of my favorite cards in all the land. This is someone who's saying, you know what, maybe I need to like make a difference, make a different decision, do something for myself, be happy, you know, because this isn't what I want. It's what everyone else wants from me. Hello, Summer. Hello, Robert. This is a general reading about somebody who has spent most of their life as a people pleaser, walked away from something that was really important to them, and now they're regretting it. But a lot of this is because we have someone who was not really themselves, exactly. So we have family influences that play a very big role in this story. You know, sometimes there are families that influence where you live, what kind of career you have. And I know of far more that will influence what kind of person you marry or start a family with. But we have somebody who has had some sort of advice, maybe even from a stranger or watching a movie. But we have some inspiration for this person who's been pretending they've been faking it, right? What if I were to live my life the way that I want to instead? What if I did the thing that everyone told me I shouldn't do? Thank you. Hello, Shamika. Thank you. We have grip and lockbox. Anchor, chains, weighed down, closed in, trapped, and frustrated. I think this is someone who is in an agreement that they don't want to be in, a marriage they don't want to be in, working for a company they don't want to work for, doing everything that their family tells them they have to, and there's this desire to be independent. Oh, thank you for gifting a membership, Sayur. That's so kind of you. Let me know if you have a question that I can answer for you. And I just really appreciate that all of you are being so kind and caring towards folks in the live chat like Grind Hard. Whenever there's somebody who's having a rough day, yes, we have some trolls every now and then. That's to be expected, I suppose. But I really do appreciate that you're there for each other. So thank you for that. I think we're going to go for the graffiti tarot. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think it's more common than we realize. How's it going, Matt? Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Sayur. Yes, indeed it is. I agree. What else do we have? We've got the Six of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Again, we had the Knight of Wands in the last tarot deck, and here it is in the graffiti tarot. Fast-moving energy. This is someone who probably followed rules like letter of the law. I'm going to do exactly what is expected of me, and everybody says like I'm a credit to my family or whatever. And then there's this moment where even if it seems like the smallest little detail, I can't believe you didn't get me my favorite kind of dessert. I can't believe you told me I had to turn off my music. I can't believe you told me that I can't wear my favorite dress. Whatever it is, there's some controlling effort here, probably by a family, could be, you know, a close friend, but there's this like, no, you can't do that. Why would you do that? That doesn't look right. And this magician, the person who's not really been themselves, says, what do you mean? Maybe that's what I want to do. You don't own me. You don't control me. And it sets off this whole like, you know what? I'm done with you. You keep telling me how to live my life. You don't want me to do the job I want to do. You don't want me to marry the person I want to marry. And now you don't want me to wear the outfit I wanted to wear? All right then. Why don't you just get like a mannequin? You can dress it up. You could even like name it anything you want. You could send it to work wherever you want. It doesn't work actually though. But then you have complete control. Does that sound better to you? Like they crash out. I'm just like, I'm done. Screw you. And I think it leaves this King of Pentacles in the reverse, their family member, most likely. Although it could be, you know, like a spouse. They leave this King of Pentacles in the reverse just like shocked because there has not been an outburst like this before. And for it to be triggered or tripped by something seemingly small to them is confusing. But for the Knight of Wands, it's multiple things over the years that have added up. And this final thing was like, no, I wanted to wear that bow tie. I wanted to wear those boots. I wanted to cut my hair that way. I'm not sorry. So we have Death and the Reverse and the Sun, which was the first card, if you remember. So we have Enlightenment. For a long time, I have just been who I was told to be, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Even if that means that you are not going to be in my life anymore, or people all of a sudden don't approve of me, or now I'm not like, you know, the good son or the good daughter, then so be it. I'm going to do what I want. Hello, I like Neptune. How are you? Hello, why not? Yes, exactly what Rachel said. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. So one thing that I love about this Sun card is look at this like silly looking sun. I mean, it's a sunflower, right? But I don't know if that's supposed to be like the cheeks with the circles there, or if they're moles, or if this sun is just a little bit funny looking. But I feel like this is representative of what makes someone happy. You know what? Maybe you don't like to knit. Maybe you don't like to ride your bicycle or bird watch. But gosh darn it, it makes me happy. And that should be enough for me to be able to justify taking some of my time and doing that. This is someone who's saying, if you want to disown me, or if you want to no longer be connected to me, or if you can't approve of me because I'm a little bit funny looking, or because I don't like the things that you like, I'm not going to hide it anymore. That's just going to be your problem for judging someone for not being exactly what you expect of them when we all have our own lives to live. I feel like this person just like delivers. Like, I've held this back for so long. I've tried to be exactly what you've asked me to be, and it got me nowhere, or it didn't make me happy. It didn't even make you happy. So if it's not going to make you happy when I try to do the things that you expect of me, then what reason is there for me to try to do those anymore? Because it kind of just seems like you're going to be mad either way. And so this person's just done, you know? Like, I'm not going to take your orders. I'm not going to hide who I am anymore, but they need to actually find out who they are. And I think little by little that is happening for them. Five of Swords in the reverse, Six of Pentacles. So I could either live my life the way that you expect me to, or I could live it the way that I want to, the way that it would make me happy. And if in either of those scenarios, the only chance of someone being happy is when I do something that I want to do, then I think I'm gonna do it that way. Hello, Capo, how are you? Hello, Steven. Hello. Trying to figure out how to say it. I'm just going to say hello, 5151. We have the Five of Cups and the Devil. Don't they look pleasant? Not very. See, this is the person who's like, hey, what are you doing over there smiling? Hold on, let me make them face each other. Why are you smiling over there? That's ridiculous. Wipe the smile off your face. And this person's like, but I'm happy. Why should I have to fake being something else? So life is too short. I don't want to regret, you know, the decisions that I make because I make them the way that you want me to. So I'm not going to do that anymore. This family member, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, is also this Devil energy. This could be a Capricorn. This is someone who has perpetuated a lie or set rules or expectations that were unrealistic and sought to control the Magician. The Magician is now making a decision to acknowledge that whoever they've been dealing with is somebody that does not really want to see them happy. That maybe they just need to embark on their own adventure. So we have the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Lovers. I'm going to make a decision that makes me happy, even if it means that you've decided you don't want to be a part of my life, because I'm not going to live life the way that you command me to. So this feels to me, again, similar to the Notebook, like someone who's saying, I tried to, you know, be perfect and do exactly what you expected of me. It didn't work out, so now I'm going to go find that person that I love, or find that job offer that I turned down, and I'm going to go pursue that thing, pursue that person. Hello, Eric. My name's Carmen. Hello, Alex. How are you? This is the Morgan Greer, and we have the Six of Swords and the World. I think we have someone up and moving. Like, I think that in order to find who I really am, I need to be at a distance from the people who have sought to control me during my life. So let's go somewhere else. Let's start something new. And, you know, maybe I'll write, maybe I won't. Because now I don't have to listen to what you say. Now I can do things my way. So the Hierophant could be a reference to I want to be in a relationship with someone that I know my family does not approve of. But it could also be a reference to I'm my own boss. I don't have to do what you tell me. Fighting the urge to quote Rage Against the Machine, but I know that you two would be mad at me if I did. I hope you know what I'm referring to, though. At least some of you. Hello, 3 p.m. How are you doing? We've got the Fool and the Reverse. Did we have that earlier? Yes, up here. Wow, in the same spot, actually. And the Ace of Swords in the Reverse is a repeat. I'm glad. You know what? What's interesting is our magicians started to realize that they didn't really know themselves, or that they were kind of faking it, by realizing how fake the person they were dealing with was. If we use the Notebook as an example, the mom, you know, eventually revealing her own history, I think kind of emboldens, what's her name? The main character chick, Rachel McAdams' character, to, like, you know, maybe do something a little bit crazy. I don't want to live my life with a sense of disappointment or regret, wishing that I had stood up for what I really wanted, and, you know, therefore I need to make a change now, right? Hello, is it Maduri? I think that's what it is, but my apologies if I said it incorrectly. Got spiritual healing done yesterday. Was it successful? Healing yesterday. Was it successful? I've added that for you. Not too much longer before we start the personal questions. Less than 10 minutes at the very least. And we've got Juan, Greinhard, Jordan. And then I don't know if Minnesota Picker wanted me to pull some cards for him. And then Maduri. She blocked you? Oh no. Well, personally, that sounds to me like somebody who feels like they need to get the last say and doesn't want you to feel like you were the better person. I don't like it. Really don't. But I'm gonna add that blocked part. My. Hello, New Laurie, how are you doing? Oh, that's so cute how you did like a little sandwich with the insult in the middle. Hello, Dee, how are you doing? Hello, William. We have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, family members all over this reading with the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if there's like some inheritance that's being threatened. I don't know if we have, you know, like, oh, we're gonna not pay for your school anymore, or that really nice boat is gonna go to your brother instead. But I feel like our magician is also this Queen of Wands, Or it could be this Queen of Wands is the object of affection for this Magician. So like the motivation. And it's like, if I have to choose between living my own life or being bold, doing things my own way, or feeling like my life is restricted because my family cuts me off from things that make me happy, then I think I know what I'm going to choose. Hey, Curry, I'm not sure that was aimed at you. Hello, Rick. How's it going? Hey, Curry. Chill, bro. It was like, I don't even know if you're a bro, but just chill, okay? If you want to come in here and be easily offended, I would encourage you to go meditate or something. There's some really happy, positive, supportive vibes in here. So just chill, please. I will tell you that I'm running the show and I trust people, especially people like Rachel, to be able to facilitate the environment in the live chat where it is not, you know, insults or insinuations. And I think Rachel does a really nice job of being respectful, okay? So we've got the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and Five of Cups in the reverse. I think this is important for the Magician because the Magician is now choosing to live their own life. They're not going to feel guilty anymore if there's something they want, even if it's not approved by their family. But at the same time, this decision to live their own life is bringing up old problems for someone in the family. Does it have to be this King of Pentacles in the reverse, possible Capricorn? It doesn't. It could be, it very well could be, but it could be that there's a sibling or a cousin or someone else who's like, oh, did you see what that Magician just did? That's pretty epic. You know what? I could probably do that too. Maybe I'll just pack up my stuff and stop doing what everybody tells me to do too. It could be a little bit contagious to be independent when this Magician decides, that's real nice and all that that's what you would like me to do, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do things my way. It's like it's Burger King, but there's no chicken sandwich here. No fries. Just me living my life, doing things the way that I want to. Thank you for your opinion, but no. You know, like they're just too excited by the idea of finally living their own life and not having to sacrifice the things that make them happy and wonder what could be after that. I'm going to pull a few from the Voyage of the Soul, and then we'll start with the personal questions, okay? Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Voyage of the Soul. I do feel like this person is traveling. Summon and intuition. Spell, attract, lure, ritual, manipulation. Innate perception, instinct, clairsentience, and extrasensory. See, this Magician just got to a point where they couldn't ignore their intuition anymore. They could feel that someone was trying to manipulate them. They could feel that they were losing control of their life, or, you know, that things were not going to turn out the way that they had hoped. So it was like, maybe it's time for me to just pivot, right? Hello, Divine Truth. How are you doing? That sounds like a good use of time. So we have celebrate, accomplishment, reunion, invitation, event, and festival. Yeah, this Magician is meeting up with someone. You know, maybe they just really want to go to a festival. Maybe they want to go to a show with a good friend. But I think for many of you, this is saying someone is calling up or making plans with the person that they're in love with and saying, I did it. I told my family that I'm not going to listen to them anymore and that I want to be with you. And this enables the person to pursue that life they really want. There's an ascension happening here, which makes sense, right? We saw the sun multiple times. This talks about enlightenment, realizing what really matters, reprioritizing opinions or pursuits. What is it that I really want to do with my time? Now we have somebody who feels like the world is so large, the opportunities are so vast. They don't want to spend their life doing exactly the same thing as their parents or missing out on the things that they know would bring them joy. So it's like, too late. I've decided I'm going to do something different. Hello, Patricia. How are you doing today? Hello, Tucci. What's up? All right, this is the Tarot of the Nile. We're going to start with those personal questions. We've got Juan, and then Grindhard, and then Jordan, and then we've got, if Minnesota Picker said he wanted anything, and then Maduri. And thank you again to Sayur for donating a membership. Hello, Flintstone. How are you doing? Hello, Ducky. What's up? No. Hello, Andrea. I hope you're having a good day. What do we have for Juan, please? Two of Wands. Can I say it? Will you be mad at me if I say Two of Wands? No, there's only one year, don't worry. Two of Wands is about making plans, charting a course. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Six of Swords. I feel like there's travel in your future. Maybe travel you don't want. And the Two of Swords. This is advising Juan not to take a trip. Okay, so this is saying you have some travels that may be a bit unavoidable. Maybe you don't really want to do them coming up in the near future. I do feel like you would already kind of know about this. There's someone here who does not know what they're doing. So maybe it's when you get there, their plans are all messed up. Maybe it's the travel plans themselves aren't really aligned well. Like you only have like a 20-minute layover. Good luck on that. You know what I mean? This is saying there's something here that was done in haste or was rushed through and it needs to be revisited or replanned or done in a better way. Thank you, Dana. With Bond, I've added that for you. So, Juan, I'm saying that it doesn't really feel like you can get out of this travel. But I do think there's something that you can do before you leave to make sure that it is not as irritating as it might be. Maybe this is for work with the Eight of Pentacles. Hello, Moss. How are you doing? Hello, Laura. That's funny. Excuse me. I guess that is cold outside. Juan, thank you again for the tip. Let's see what we get for Grindhard. Is Micah talking about Grindhard? Yes. Three of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. She's saying there's been some change, that you all don't get along as well as she had thought. Is she trying to make him look like the problem? No, she's being vague about it. I feel like she's not telling people what really happened. Yeah, Page of Wands in the reverse. She doesn't want people to judge, so she's not telling them anything. Is she going to come back around? Chariot, yes. What will her motivations be for coming back around? To argue. Oh, that's kind of her. I don't like that. And the Moon. She's got hidden intentions that motivate her to come back around at some point. The Empress. Is this for money? No, this is literally like she wants to like yell at you. Five of Wands, Page of Swords in the reverse. It's like she wants to give a little bit of time so that you forget what's been going on. And then when things are a little bit hazy, it's like she wants to rewrite history. Is this gaslighting? It sure seems like gaslighting. It is. Manipulative energy. So she's putting a pause. This is why she blocked you. She's putting a pause on the conversation because she feels like she would lose, because she feels like you're right and she can't win. So if she finds some way to create some explosion, you know, it's like somebody who like tosses the I don't think I can say that on YouTube, behind them, explosion, and then they're walking away, preferably with like a leather jacket and glasses, right? Sunglasses. This is what she's doing. She's like, I'm gonna throw a little distraction, right? And be mad over something different, but really it's, I don't want to keep talking about something where I am at a disadvantage. I want you to forget certain details, or I want you to, you know, feel mad that you have no access and then lose the madness over what I actually did. Seven of Cups, creating an illusion. You deserve better than that. You deserve someone who's going to be honest with you. This is throwing a temper tantrum and slamming the door because you caught me taking the cookie from the cookie jar. I would say, Grindhard, put that energy into yourself. You know, go to the gym, work on a project, look for things that maybe you kind of made less of a priority, deal with those things, because from what I can see, you're not dealing with someone who's going to be honest about this. They're just hoping that like you forget and they can, or she can, like rewrite what happened. Yes, you deserve better than that. I'm sending you a hug. And Jordan, we've got random card pull. Let's get a different tarot deck for you. This is the Rider-Waite, or the OG. What do we have for Jordan, please? And thank you, Jordan, for your generosity. Hello, Valinda. How are you doing? And you can't even see the tattoos. Hello, Farhan. How are you doing? No, I just like wearing black. Oh, that's a username. That's funny. What do we have for Jordan, please? Five of Cups in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse. Someone has not taken action, and it's like you're looking at this as, you know, I thought you would maybe take the opportunity to make things right, but now I see you for who you really are. So this could be a no contact situation, or this could be somebody who had made a promise and now has like defaulted on that promise. With the Page of Swords in the reverse, I do feel like it has to do with information or communication getting to the place where it's supposed to be. It's like, well, if you don't care, then like I can't help you. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with, or this person who has not said anything. This is like a charming individual or someone who can say a lot of pretty words, but at the end of the day, they're not very reliable long term. It's like this is a 2-week rental for relationships. That sounds really insulting. I'm sorry if that was too far, but this is somebody who doesn't have enough gas in the tank to be a loving, kind person for a very long time. It's like I have like a flash in the pan where I'm a really nice person, and then, oh, where did that go? I don't know. Now I'm just mean, you know? Yeah. So this person has a tendency to say that they're too busy, they're working too hard, they don't have time. But what that really means is you are not my priority. I'm thinking of this little, I don't know if it was a reel or if it was on YouTube, but I feel like it's been shared a bunch. There was this guy talking to a therapist in a library, and I feel like she's very soft-spoken because they're in a library. So maybe it was like a college interview or something. But the guy's like, so what if somebody says that they love me, but their actions don't show it? And the lady's like, then they don't love you. And he's like, And what if they say, and she's just like straight-faced giving answers that are just like, well, then you don't listen to what their words are because their actions tell you that they don't care about you. This is like, I don't care what your words are. And even if you're not, you know, even if you were trying to put words out there, you're not. This is somebody who likes to make excuses after the fact. You deserve somebody who is a little bit more considerate. Sorry, that was a bit of a pedestal there, but I'm off it now. Did we hear anything from Minnesota Picker wanting a card pulled? I do not see anything from you. Okay. Thank you, Minnesota Picker. For Maduri, we've got, I did a spiritual healing yesterday. Was it successful? Almost hit me in the face. Almost. Yes. Wow. Okay, this is good. This is like the perfect response. We have the star and the sun in the reverse. There's boobs, so I have to do this. But I love this because this is like someone was able to identify what the dark attachment was with the sun in the reverse. And with the star, I see that there is like ongoing healing. It's not just that there was a burst of healing yesterday, because the star, of course, has multiple stars at the top, right? There was immediate progress made, and there's going to continue to be positive ripple effects. So yes, I think whoever you're dealing with is veritable or legit. Hello, Evan. How are you doing? Oh, I'm not really in that business, but as far as like actual matchmaking, but you may benefit from what we talk about in readings regarding authenticity and confidence and all of that. But Evan, I do certainly wish you luck in that pursuit. It is personally my goal that some really cool people meet and get to know each other in my live chat and then eventually get married. So, you know, if you want to be a part of that, I'm here for it. Yes. Yes. I am 100% behind this person. I think they are addressing what has kept you in kind of like a stuck spot, and that it would be addressing success or personal growth issues, dishonesty, dishonest people. Like, this feels like somebody has multiple skill sets, but healing for the things that are blocking you. So I really do like that. Yeah. So I'm happy for you, Midori. I hope that you see some really splendid effects from that. Oh, no problem. Thank you. Hello, Adrienne. How are you doing? I'm trying to see, how do I say... can I just call you Vec for short? Oh, I'm sorry you're going through such a difficult time. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? Oh, you're so welcome, Aduri. So Vec, I don't know what I'm supposed to call you, but it's the last 3 letters of your username. I added your name. I'm going to see if there's something for you, okay? For Dana, what is the energy check with regards to Bond? What is Bond's current energy? 10 of Pentacles, Temperance in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse. Anger, frustration, instability with regards to a family situation or a financial one, but I think it's family. There's been some foolish hidden intentions. He feels like he needs to escape. He's thinking about himself, thinking about making a change, feeling like he's at a loss, feeling like there's nothing more that he can give to the current situation or the situation that is difficult. Let's see. Y'all are sweet. So you said it's we wake? Does that mean that's what your name is? What do we have for Vec, who I believe is wanting to be known as we wake? What do we have? 8 of Wands in the reverse. 9 of Cups in the reverse. 8 of Swords. The number 8 is important. We have 2 out of 3. But what I like is there is a lack of action or communication and frustration that move towards your eyes being opened and seeing what's really there. So honestly, this feels to me like you're upset because you're going through an ego death. There's a lot of things changing for you and you're seeing things for who they really are, people for who they really are. It's not an easy thing. It's kind of like ripping off the biggest Band-Aid ever. Revealing true character is not always a good thing. So maybe a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of like, how am I going to get to what I want when everything has crumbled? But now you have, how do I say this? It's like a big storm came through and showed you exactly where not to build your house. That's where it floods. That's where the wind gets too much. That's where the trees fall and break anything you build. You have a clean slate, and even though it might feel a little bit bare or a little bit lonely, you have your intuition and your wisdom that guides you to exactly where you need to be and where you need to be successful. Yeah, 8 is an important number for you. We have the Star in the reverse and the 2 of Swords. This is elimination. It tells you you should not go this way, but that's where you could be. But you're coming through as the Empress, so have faith in yourself. You have some incredible skills. You're intelligent, and this will lead you with your intuition. You have to be more grounded. You may have listened to other people more than you should have, when the voice within you would have been a better guide. And I feel like in particular, everything starts with you doing what you are meant to do for work, and it expands from there, and you find your soul tribe or the people that are supportive of you. So I'm sending you abundant energy. I believe in you. Hello, how's it going, Lee? Hello, Andrew. How are you doing? Let's see. And random cards. Got you. So Lee, we've got just pulling some cards. Let's do that for you real quick. Oh, I hope you get to enjoy that, Dana. I haven't done a lot of it, but the little fishing that I have done, I did enjoy. Granted, part of it was I was in Norway, so that was pretty epic. With like my cousins that were Norwegian. It's pretty cool. So let's see what we have for Lee. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Chariot. There's a lot of activity because of somebody who has decided to no longer be loyal. I'm guessing this is the person who decided to tell the truth about a domestic situation. This person has a lot of courage to be calling out what I presume is their soon-to-be ex. There's been a lot of manipulation, a lot of demanding, a lot of you have to say this, you have to do that. But now it's like now there's no consequences for me telling the truth, so I'm going to tell everybody the truth. Is Sage safe? Yes. Sage is protected. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There is someone here who is letting go after having a very, like, tight grasp on the situation. This could refer to the ex's soon-to-be ex. But we have a change that comes through the truth coming out. And it's a positive change. So I feel like this is what you've been knowing was going to happen, right? All right, so Andrew asked about the connection with Michaela. Let me get a different tarot deck. How is the connection between Andrew and Michaela? Ace of Cups in the reverse is not generally what I would like to see. Star in the reverse. This looks pretty stressed to me, Andrew. I do feel like there's someone who struggles with self-worth or the love they have for themselves. This could be connected to a pretty significant trauma or difficulty in one's past, possibly childhood. But this could have other, like, multiple consequences. So if I'm not really feeling secure about myself, it's difficult to feel secure in a relationship. There could be jealousy issues. There could be arguments that seemingly pop out of nowhere. But we have someone here who feels like they are dealing with a lot of stress with the Ten of Wands. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Did you guys hear that? My back cracked. Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is a crossroads or a very important time where if someone takes, you know, control of the problems from the past and how someone looks at themselves, then we have the ability to get into a better relationship with the Ten of Cups. But the Lovers is in the reverse. It's dependent upon someone making a choice to make it better when they have consistently chosen to ignore this. So this is saying this person probably needs to go to counseling, probably needs to look within and tackle that before they could deal with how they sabotage or create problems in the relationship dynamic that don't need to be there. So, I mean, if therapy or counseling is an option, I would definitely think individual and together would be helpful, but someone needs to see how their insecurity is impacting the connection. I hope that's helpful. And I hope that it gets better for you. Hello, ZMI, how are you doing? Hey, Paul, you know what's funny about that is that's the name of the video game in the movie Grandma's Boy. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Is Peggy's twin flame's brother, Rick, gaslighting him about Peggy? No. Four of Cups in the reverse. This feels kind of indifferent. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Three of Swords. I think this is more so about love itself. I don't think it's specific to you. I think this person is like a hater. You know, love doesn't get you anywhere except for hurt kind of thing. Oh, you're so welcome, Andrew. I'm sending you some healing energy. Hello, Harvey. How are you doing? So this person is not making things better or easier for your twin flame to make the choice that they need to, but they're adding like fuel to the fire as far as fear is concerned, you know, like, oh, why would I even try to be in a relationship again? It's only ever gotten me into trouble, you know? For Lucrecia, I hope I said that right. Does he still return to my dreams? And love you, Peggy. I hope you're having a good weekend. He's not been returning to your dreams. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Does he have any intentions of an honest relationship? No. Four of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who avoids commitment or is scared of commitment. Makes them feel like they're going to be abandoned or left behind. Should I just focus on myself? For a little bit, yes. Page of Pentacles, High Priestess in the reverse, the World. Don't fall into old patterns. Focus on yourself. Build a new routine. But also be open-minded because there's someone else who's interested in you. Hello, Lady T. How are you doing? He's a negative Norman. I like that. I mean, I hope he turns out, I don't know, to be a little bit more positive. A positive Pete, should we call it that? Hello, Sharpshooter. How you doing? We've got Temperance. Yeah, there's going to be a really good match for you coming up. So you want to make sure that you're in the right headspace for it. And a lot of that is dependent on how you feel about yourself, what you've been able to get right in your own life. So I'm excited for you. All right, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.